Well, it was one of the areas for their proposed salmon farms or salmon feedlots. And it was the community that banded together and rallied and, worked towards having it not happen.
What was the problem?
The problem with the idea of a salmon feedlot, it was more of the fear of what it could do here, the type of damage that it could pose on the industry, the fishing industry, the tourism industry. It was just a lot of unregulated things that we didn't have answers for.
So, do you accept that there's a point of conflict somehow between aquaculture and commercial fishers?
Definitely.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that. There's a conflict in the way that aquaculture is being run. I think feedlots or aquaculture has to come. It has to come. And nature cannot provide for the world what people farming can do. So it has to come, but it's got to be regulated a lot different than what it is.
The type of aquaculture.
How do you mean?
Well, aquaculture can be done in a lot of different ways. These salmon farms alone, they can be done on land. They can be done who knows what sorts of different ways, but the way that they're being run right now and the type of destruction that it caused in other areas, it needs to be changed. And what we learned in the process when it was first proposed was that there were no regulations in place. It wasn't really being monitored properly. This damage was being done without anyone really checking on it or trying to fix it if it was happening.
What threat does aquaculture pose to lobster?
Oh, it could be just the species itself.
What happens?
Well, when you have like a salmon feedlot in one area, and the waste from the fish, the thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of waste that lands on the floor, it eventually just kills off the area. It creates like a hypoxic environment where nothing can survive. And these lobsters, they have breeding grounds. It gets to the point where you'll find nothing there.
Who owns the ocean?
Gee.
We share it.
Mankind, I guess. I don't know.
It's not owned. It's something that's supposed to be just taken care of.
And so does that mean you get a piece of it and the property owner gets a piece of it and aquaculture gets a piece of it?
No. It's supposed to be protected. It's supposed to be cared for. Our industry, it takes from the ocean, but it works hard not to take too much and to also give back. So to allow an industry that does nothing but use it, it's against the rules.